to the 25-26 ILT section of the ILT and TLC creation worksheet video. I want to start by naming that I will be working with a completed document to show an example of the work. My hope is that this work will inspire or spark ideas for your school, but this example is not a comment about the right way to create a leadership team, as there are many ways to form a leadership team and many ways to identify, support, and honor all subject areas. If you love some of the ideas shown in this video, you can consider using them. If you disagree with the leadership structure, that is also okay. Let's get into the work of completing the ILT section of the ILT and TLC creation worksheet. Step 1, define your MIS goals. The first step in completing your TLC budget request is determining your 25-26 MIS goals or a preliminary draft of them. While there isn't a space for you to put these goals on the worksheet, as you will end up documenting that work on your UIP, this is important as you will be building a leadership to guide this work on your TLC creation worksheet, which will help you confirm the number of people you need for the request. You may pause this video to determine your MIS goals now. Step 2, locate the max number of senior team leads and team leads. Once you have your MIS goals, now it's time for you to start drafting your TLC creation worksheet, which starts on row 27. To do that, though, you must first locate the max number of senior team leads and team leads that will be co-funded for you, found in column C, row 7. Note that you can take this number and, depending on the experience of need of your future teacher leaders, you can determine whether you need a team lead who only focuses on coaching and evaluation using the LEAP framework, or if you need a senior team lead who coaches and evaluates using the LEAP framework and hosts evaluation meetings during mid and end of year conversations. It is also important to note that we will look at allocations for team specialists in another video, but for now we're going to focus on teacher leaders in your ILT, which are either senior team leads or team leads. Pause this video now to find the max number of senior team leads and team leads now. Step 3, allocate your personnel. Once you have those numbers, there are many ways to start creating this worksheet, but if you're looking for a place to start, a suggestion would be to start in column C and use the drop-down menu to identify the number of principals, assistant principals, and deans you tend to have in the 25-26 school year. Then, for now, add the max number of senior team leads and team leads allocated for your school. You can adjust this at any time, but this will allow you to dream as big as you're allocated for, and if you need to adjust, you can consider how much money you might save with less of a request or how much more money your school may need to spend to completely fund additional roles. From there, slide over to column A and determine the teams of people you need to successfully support, monitor, and meet your 25-26 MIS goals. Step 4, identify instructional focus. Next, because you've determined your MISs and because you have determined the MIS goals that the person is supporting, move to column P, where you will clearly define the person's main responsibilities in relation to the MIS. Ask yourself, if you were celebrating achieving your MIS, how would you describe this person's role in achieving that goal? Are they synthesizing data in ILT to inform next steps? Are they creating PD in need or response to that data? Are they coaching, observing, and co-creating goals with teachers to support closing the gaps with individual classrooms? Be specific about what you want this person's role to be, as it will help you identify the correct person for the job during the hiring or transition from this year to the next. This will also help you examine the structure and support you are building around the MIS, which might help you identify if there's anything missing. Step 5, set main instructional responsibilities. Now navigate to column L. To determine what this person's main instructional responsibilities will be using the drop-down menu. While there is flexibility in responsibilities, consider asking yourself, if you were to look at this person's calendar and focus on how they were using their time outside of the classroom, what would you want them to focus on? Step 5, define other responsibilities. Once you have decided each person's instructional responsibilities, you can start to plan out the sections titled Support and Connection to Goals in columns M through P. Here you will determine what DDI meetings this person will attend, who will lead those DDI meetings, and who will lead the planning this person participates in. It's possible that this person participates in multiple DDIs and planning meetings. Allow this part of the worksheet to help you consider the role this person takes in each of the meetings. Does this person have time to effectively plan and/or participate in each meeting? Pause now to determine which meetings this person will be leading or participating in. Step 6, create caseloads. Now you are ready to go back to the members' logistics. At this point, you know how to expect this person to support the MIS, their main responsibilities, and now you're determining how many people you expect this person to observe, their release time, and other responsibilities that might be assigned in columns F through K. For this step, it might be helpful to have a list of every staff member that is to be observed with the LEAP framework and any additional teachers you expect to have next year. I know our SSPs are observed as well, but with the focus of planning for your ILT, please be sure to document only people observed in LEAP. Consider the responsibilities, commonalities of the teams during these decisions. Please also stay in the guidelines of the recommended release time of the amount of people they should observe, which can be found in column FG. Step 7, finalize roles. Finally, document whether this person is going to be a BCL or an LCL. If you have any questions about this, please contact the MLE department. Finally, determine if they're going to be a math content lead or a literacy content lead. Each school should have at least one math and one literacy content lead on your ILT to be a point of contact of information for both of these departments. Step 8, leader information. Finally, the columns in blue pertain to the person in the role, which is subject to change from year to year. You can complete these boxes once you finalize these roles, so they are not required for the December deadline. It is important to note that if you're choosing to interview for each role each year due to providing an opportunity for leadership, program changing, or number of role adjustments, please be sure to be consistent and transparent with the communication with leadership and staff. I do want to highlight that the final box in your ILT to development is to know each person's leadership goal for the year. This information might help you determine future opportunities for this person to participate or shadow in, or to help cater your coaching conversations for this person. Finally, step 9, document the number of senior team leads and team lead positions on your ILT budget request. Once you have this plan, you can go back to the top of the budget request sheet and document the number of senior team leads and team leads in cell E7 and 8. You are now complete with the ILT portion of the worksheet and you're ready to plan for your team specialist.